So when I was 2, I was adopted from China by my mom, Lisa.
BaiYu was considered a special needs adoption based on her disability.
But I have albinism, which means that I don't have full pigment in my skin, and that also affects my eyesight.
It kind of makes when the light bounces into your eye, it kind of scatters, so everything is always blurry. Albinism in China, like any visible special needs, is not looked on favorably. Had she stayed there, she would not have had an opportunity for education. She would not have been allowed to get a job, to marry. Here, her special need is not a big deal.
And I came here to the United States, and I've had a really happy life, and I really enjoy it.
So middle school, it became apparent, 5th grade, 6th grade, that she would need to have the 504 plan. The 504 plan kind of lists out the accommodations that a student needs to be successful. For her, it's text enlargement, more time on standardized tests.
And sometimes it was simple as taking an article instead of having an 11-point font, making sure it was double-spaced and at 20 or 22.
Computers, like if she needs to work on the computer, being able to zoom the text larger, being able to sit up front in class so she can see the board. Driving is an issue. We are proponents of public transportation, so she knows how to ride the bus.
Math can be very hard because the numbers, like the exponents, are very small. We had a sub in math class and the paperwork hadn't been blown up. So I went to the office and they were very kind and helped me make sure it was large enough for me to see.
She was able to advocate. It was something that I really admired from her, and I made sure that I expressed it. But now, every year since I've had BaiYu, I've made sure that if students need accommodations, we talk about the importance of advocating for yourself, of making sure the teacher understands what you need.
With my oldest child, we had tried a private school, and there just wasn't the services available that public school offers. We just found that Des Moines Public Schools offered so much more as far as the gifted and talented, any services that they needed, like her for the 504.
Many of my fellow peers probably don't know about my albinism or even that I have low vision. They just assume that I'm a normal kid and I can see just as well as them until they actually get to find out more about me.
Coming from China, being adopted, her gymnastics and her dance and her passion for that. In her writing, she mentioned to me that she would practice every single day, that she does that every single day.
I really do like ballet. It's very strict, and I also like contemporary because there's more free movement within contemporary. And with contemporary, you can create your own things. With ballet, it's more about the history and doing what history has given to you.
Her fellow dancers are very accommodating, especially if they go on in a blackout. They kind of help her go where she needs to go. It's a beautiful thing to watch her dance. She's a power tumbler and she has no fear. When she gets going, it scares me sometimes. She has a lot of trust in herself and the people around her.
I want to be in a dance company when I grow up, preferably a contemporary dance company.
I really do hope that she becomes some type of figure where she goes and she takes her art form into a community setting.
I feel sorry for her birth parents, that they're missing out on, such a great human being. And, she's so talented, she would not have had the opportunities there that she has here. So.